point down your lane diagonally. But that's something that these bow seats and stroke seats, they have a better vantage point.
Well, it's tough because they say a lot of times when the referee starts polling the crews or like listing off all the names of each lane, a lot of times you're told like, okay, we square up our blades then. But at the Saratoga, you have like 7 crews across.
Yeah.
It takes 20 seconds to read all those names, and in those crucial 20 seconds, your point can drift all the way across your lane. So really tricky to get that right. There's Narragansett with a strong start, a little bit, as we said, blown into that buoy line on the left-hand side.
Good course correction from them, though, coming over back into the middle. This is Y Quad Cities.
Repping the opposite ends of the color spectrum with neon and black. Albany Rowing Center. And
Row America Rye?
I think so. Here's a good side-by-side. Lane 5, Narragansett B. Lane 4, Oak Neck B. Duking it out. And here comes lane 9, Oak Neck A. We talk a little bit about like the A versus the B. Sometimes it can feel like, oh, I can't believe they labeled me the B. I've won pieces in practice. And so racing is a great day. Just like, doesn't matter what title I carry, I'm gonna go race, try to win regardless.
I feel like there's always a little underdog mentality if you're in the B boat and you're up against your A.
Right. And I think here on Fish Creek we have a program called Orion, the Advanced Rowing Initiative of the Northeast, and our coach has stopped labeling us as A, B, C, D, etc. because we have a team of like 12. And so he started just using our initials. So like I'm the H entry for Hannah. Audrey, I don't know if you would be the A or the B because we have members with the B, so probably the A.
Yeah, I think so.
So don't read too much into that.
No.
It's just your initial. But yeah, it's a tricky thing entering lineups. There's another shot of those side by side, Narragansett and Oak Neck, but don't forget Oak Neck in lane 9 is also in this mix. A little bit of a stronger push there from Oak Neck through this middle 500, past that scary structure in the woods.
Yeah, Oak Neck really taking an early move.
They're going about the same stroke rate. So Audrey, what's the difference maker if you're going about the same stroke rate? Like one beat different can make a difference, but what differentiates the two boats?
Yeah, so there can be a couple of things. I think how wide your hands get. So when sculling, you get a lot of length from hands coming outside of the gunnel of the boat.
So you can be both at a 32, but one of you is getting way more leverage than the other.
So you have a lot more time through the water. The other thing can be power. You can go the same stroke rate, but one crew might be able to put a few more watts down. And then I think those are numbers you can see. But I think rhythm also plays such a huge role in it.
It looks like that Oak Neck entry over there on the right side of our screen, just their rhythm is lethal.
Yeah, and if you find that rhythm, the boat feels lighter. It's easier to have a higher stroke rate. It's easier to go through the entirety of the race. So once you find that rhythm with your partner, you really want to hold on to it. And I think that Oak Neck crew on the far side has just found it together and is really just taking it in stride right now.
And so obviously rhythm is a little bit subjective, but typically we're looking for crews that are able to kind of accelerate the handle through the drive, and so that just adds more and more acceleration throughout that sequence, and so it can feel like almost like you're hurling the boat across the water, and less that it's like this like heavy hard thing, and more like I'm so in tune with how everything in this system is moving that it feels easier as you can accelerate through the drive. And then on the recovery, that rhythm is also huge. Like the way you have, everybody weighs something, and so the way you move that mass through time and space can make a huge difference also on the speed of the boat. And so this Oak Neck crew really doing a nice job of limiting how their mass moving disrupts the speed. Like if anything, the way they rock their body over together of the torso and the way that their knees float freely up to the chest kind of helps the boat surge along even when the blades aren't in the water.
Right. There's a lot of mass moving around, like you said. So you want to do it together to be the most effective.
Here we go through the sprint sequences. So you might see that athletes start taking shorter, quicker strokes. And so the boat has, in theory, less time to slow down, but also you can kind of get your peak power a little bit easier when you know the finish is close.
Yes.
Well, you hope the finish is close. Oak Neck B across the line for gold. We'll see